I started on Thursday night. And I don't know if it's any good or not because I've never done it before. It almost sounds like a Boston accent. Boston. And sometimes it sounds like a southern accent. So why am I mentioning this? Because stop saying things are hard or difficult or easy. Most people just say stop. Most people say stop. Don't say anything's difficult. Don't say anything's hard. Or say things are easy. Anyways, the topic, right? The topic is stop saying things are hard. Stop saying things are easy. Because when I said I wanted to learn how to speak with an Aussie accent, I found videos that were like, Australian accents are the hardest accent in the world to learn. And then I found videos that said, it's really easy. All you have to do is X, Y, and Z. And then I had comments on my posts that were like, it's the hardest thing ever. My question to that is, compared to what? Compared to what, it's the hardest thing ever. And when somebody says, that's the hardest thing ever, the first question I have is, how long did it take you to learn how to do it to become an expert in whatever thing? Because most people that say it's the hardest thing ever to learn aren't experts in that thing. Or sometimes they are. There are experts out there that will be like, this is the most difficult thing you'll do. And they're just sharing reality with you. But whether or not you choose to accept that is a different thing. Same goes with easy. People out there just say it's easy. Well, then you're just living in a fantasy land. And have fun with that. Because you're not, like I talked about last week, you're not rubbing it up against reality and saying, this is going to take some work. Or I'm not going to learn how to speak with an Aussie accent in one day. But I was able to get a little bit. Right? Right. The problem is, I need to know how to do it. Or I need to know how to do it fast. So think about that. Think about some things that you've done in your life that people are like, that's really hard. And you're like, that wasn't that hard. Once I decided to do it and figured out the steps that it would take to do it. And think about the things that have been really difficult in your life that you've listened to other people say it's really difficult. Here's another example. I went paddleboarding once. Everybody was like, just be ready the first time you do it. You're going to fall down a few times. You're going to fall off. It's not easy. It's really, really hard. I was like, why? Why does it have to be hard? That's my question. Anything? Why? Why does it have to be like that? And I didn't fall the first time. I got up, paddled around, and I got bored. And I was like, this is cool, but I'm done. I'm bored now. However, with that said, I do want to learn how to do a handstand on a paddleboard. That would be cool. So, not to drone on too much about this, but when you want to do anything in your life, now I sound like a southerner. I don't do accents at all. I go from southern to Boston to oi mate. When you want to learn anything in your life, ask yourself, when you ask people for help or whatever, when they tell you it's easy or they tell you it's hard, ask yourself, really? Okay, why? Is that true? Does it have to be? What level are they at? Are they talking about becoming a native, like with the Australian accent? Are they talking about like sounding exactly like somebody that born and raised there and lived there their entire life? Or somebody that could pass for, maybe, 80% or something like that? What level do you want to be at? Same thing with easy. People say it's easy. Don't just assume that it's going to be easy. Assuming leads to a lot of things. So just ask questions. Ask questions, be curious, and have fun. I'm just having fun with it. I'm trying to see how quickly I can get this down because it's I thought I had 4 days. I had basically 24 hours. Luckily, I think I did okay. We'll see. But I still have a few more days to practice. I still have a few more days to practice to get better at what I'm doing. So maybe I can nail it. Man, that didn't work out too bad. I don't know. I can't hear myself. I need to record it. Anyways, think about when you tell yourself that something is hard or something is easy, think about when somebody else tells you something is hard or something is easy and analyze where they are in their journey of what they're doing, or if they just heard somebody say, this is really hard, this is really easy. English, there's another good example. I know I have friends that are Russian that never spoke any English, never took any classes, and they're like, English isn't that hard. Some of the words are weird and the sayings are weird, don't make sense. Mongolians too. When I lived in Mongolia, same thing. I saw Mongolians like within a week having conversations in English, never spoke English in their lives. But my whole life I heard how hard English is. It's the toughest language. Not true. Wow, this got a little bit longer than normal. Kind of, because I'm trying to practice my Australian accent at the same time, just for fun. So have an amazing day, because it's better than the alternative.